So if you ask my president or you ask anybody in our leadership team, what enabled this transformation operationally in our company? What was the biggest thing? And they would say it was a change in our culture. Did we apply all the lean tools? Yes, we did. But to us, lean manufacturing is less about the application of lean tools. Do I need a Kanban system here? Or do I need to improve one-piece flow here? It isn't figuring that out, right? It's changing the culture. And changing the culture was driven by leadership. So, this is a formula we just made up. It's not in a textbook you'll see somewhere. It's our philosophy on lean manufacturing. Continuous improvement, lean manufacturing, our operational excellence, I should better say, is 75% about leadership. It's 20% basic management, the stuff you ought to be doing anyway. And it's 5% about applying the right lean tool in that area. That's how we teach our leadership, our first line supervisors and back, what lean manufacturing is about. Getting the right leaders at the point of the spear where value creation occurs every day. They're the ones changing the culture. They're the ones driving the quality, the delivery, the cost improvement, the continuous improvement. So investing in that leadership. And quite frankly, get rid of the poor leaders as well. That's what lean manufacturing is to us. Okay? So leadership development, as I said from the very beginning, was critical to our transformation. In our operations today, the most important position is not my position. It's those team leaders. It's the first line supervisor. For us, that's an hourly person who leads a team of 4 to 10 people in a fabrication cell or in an assembly line or in a warehouse or in a logistics operation. That team leader position is the most important position. So investing in their development was critical to our success. And weeding out the poor ones and keeping the good ones, investing in their development over time is what paid off to us. Also, extensive benchmarking. I talked about having a vision. Well, it's great to have a vision statement, and we have one, and most companies have one. That doesn't burn in anybody's brain how to go make this thing happen, how to transform it. And you can't get in a classroom and instill a vision into somebody. At least we didn't believe that. So extensive benchmarking was the way we got those frontline leaders, our middle managers, our Six Sigma, our lean experts, get the vision of what it could be like. We had to get outside of our company, outside of our industry, and go to what you're doing here. Go visit the top 10 plants. Go visit top manufacturers and see what they're doing. And we did that aggressively. In the early days, we would just call companies on the phone. Hey, we saw you in IndustryWeek magazine. You're listed on the top 10 plant. Can we come see you? Most would let us in, some didn't. And we would leverage relationships to try to get into plants. Mike was telling me a story last night how we tried to leverage him to get into a Ford plant a few years ago. And so we went into anybody and everybody that would let us in the door. And it wasn't industrial tourism. It was finding something we could take back and put into our plant. But most of what we were doing was creating in the minds of our leadership team the vision of what it could be like. And that's what we're trying to do. So we benchmarked from Toyota manufacturing to Harley Davidson to Batesville was talking earlier this morning, and other companies that are a long list we visited and built that vision in our workforce. We had to change the communication and trust with our workforce, and that was a lot of different mechanisms for improving the communication with our workforce. From all employee meetings to skip level meetings to straight truth with our workforce. And quite frankly, in the beginning, it was rough. Lean manufacturing was used as a threat to jobs and those types of things. But over time, the trust was built up that we were telling them the truth. They weren't going to get rid of jobs. They began to see the improvements. And I'll talk about a tipping point on that towards the end of the presentation when we knew the workforce had started to really buy in to this transformation. And of course, from the outset, operator involvement, many of you do that extensively. For us, that was critical for our transformation. Having them involved in this through through the entire transformation and still today. So if I had to summarize on one slide the things that changed the culture, this would be it. This would be it. And it's primarily about leadership. And it's changed our culture immensely.